What's up guys, Vibe here, and welcome to a new video on the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing Eric Cantona Prime. If you look on the face card, stats are absolutely incredible, right? 89 pace, 93 dribbling, 93 shooting, 90 passing, and also he's got 92 physical. This card, you look at the in-game stats, just an absolutely ridiculous card. For somebody with this rating, being a centre forward, you expect his finishing to be a little bit higher. But if you look at the rest of the stats, absolutely brilliant. 86 agility and 86 balance on somebody that's 6'2" and has 92 strength is kind of unheard of. Obviously, he's new into the game this year. He's a brand new icon, and I don't think any pro player has actually reviewed him. And a lot of pro players don't really give this guy the time of day. So I'm really looking forward to using him and reviewing him for you guys. He cost me 3.6 million. So he's not at that level to where R9, Pele, Cruyff, Eusebio, and all of them kind of guys are. But I really do think he has an opportunity to be one of the best players in the game, okay? So we're going to review him today, and we're going to find out if he's one of the best in the game. So with that being said, let's get into the gameplay. Right guys, into the gameplay part of the video we go. And I'm going to start off by saying I genuinely think this is one of the best cards in the game. I really do think, even at 3.5 million, which I paid for Cantona, I really do think he is very, very undervalued in comparison to R9, Team of the CR7, Team of the Year Mbappe. That's the players I compare him to. And I'd actually argue he is the third best attacker in the game. I think the only players that really come close to him are Team of the Year Ronaldo and Team of the Year Mbappe. I would actually say he compares quite similar to Ronaldo. The reasons for that, obviously, Ronaldo's got 5-star, 4-star. Is quite tall. They're very similar players, but the thing that I give Cantona over Ronaldo is his actual frame. Cantona feels massive in game. He feels like you're playing with a giant. And as you'll see in the clips that you're watching right now, it's very easy for him to take over any centre-back. He glitches through quite a lot of centre-backs because of how strong he is. And he has really good aggression as well. So every time you get the ball when you're trying to do skills with him, he ends up phasing through players. It's quite glitchy, but obviously it's very good for the player that has Cantona, And another thing you do have to remember with this Cantona is obviously he's 6'2", 92 strength, 93 aggression, and he's got 86 agility and 86 balance, which in my opinion is ridiculous for somebody of that height and that ability in the the air, that kind of strength, that aggression. That's team of the season, team of the year level kind of stats on somebody like this. In terms of his finishing, I had no issues with his finishing. His shot power is really good. His finishing is 92, which is a bit low for an icon, but I did have no problems with that. I do really think he's one of the most meta icons in the game. And obviously as well, another really good plus with this card is his passing is really good. So through balls do end up working quite a lot with him. And just the last thing to add in this part of the video, if you guys are thinking of picking up this card, I do use an engine on him to upgrade his agility and balance. But if you guys do struggle with his finishing a little bit, feel free to stick a hunter on him. His agility and balance is already pretty decent, to where if you don't really need to upgrade it. But I'd rather have it, like an Mbappe, Neymar sort of level agility and balance. Right guys, you've seen some gameplay with him, and I'm genuinely lost for words. I really do think this guy is a special player on the game. I've used Team of the Year Ronaldo, I've used Team of the Year Mbappe, I've used Team of the Year at Lewa, I've used R9. I haven't used Cruyff, but I've used Pele, I've used Eusebio. I can head and shoulders say this guy is the best icon attacker I've used on the game. I know that sounds crazy, but he fits this game so perfectly that I genuinely don't think there's anybody else that comes close to him in terms of like a high level, very important player in your team. R9 is probably the closest to him. Obviously they both have really good strength, R9 and Cantona. Both have 5-star skills. Obviously middle R9 has, I believe it's medium low work rates, which is a bit of a problem. And that's what Cantona has over him, I suppose, as well, being a high medium. The 4-star weak foot's fine on Cantona, no problems at all. 28 games, 17 goals. This is all high Division 1 and champs. I just think he's one of the best players in the game. I really, really do. I really do think, as I said in the gameplay, I really think the only people that compare to him are Team of the Year Ronaldo and Team of the Year Mbappe. I know that's crazy to say, but you really do have to try him to believe me. I've used this guy's baby as well, and his baby wasn't that good. I think the problem with his baby was it had very low finishing. I think it had 85 finishing, which was a bit too low. Obviously, you need to put an engine on him, in my opinion, to get that agility and balance just up to the level where it needs to be. So that's why I didn't really like his baby too much. So if you are going to buy this card, make sure you buy his prime, okay? The other things to say are, his Prime Moments card is it's going to be it's going to be the best player in the game in my opinion. I really do think this guy has unbelievable talent on the pitch. I can't really explain it without, you know, if you guys want to watch me live play with him, you'll see that as well. I'll be live tomorrow on twitch.tv/Viperlization playing with him. He's not going to leave my team until I can get his Prime Moments. He's that good for me that I trust him so much. You know, he can play cam, he can play striker, he can even play centre mid for the way that I play. So this guy just will not leave my team. As I've already said, he's better than R9 100%. Okay, I've used both of them. I can categorically say CANTONA is a better player than R9. And in terms of the price, 3.6 million really isn't bad when you're paying over double for R9, you know. I think Cruyff's more expensive than this. Eusebio's Baby is more than this, and that is just ridiculous because Baby Eusebio really isn't that good this year. With how important 5-star skills are, I really do think that CANTONA is just levels above, you know. He destroys every centre-back. He destroys Virgil. He destroys Varane, which is brilliant because Varane is so annoying to play against. Has a field day against Kyle Walker, the centre-back version. Even destroys Adama and people like that. So he's very glitchy as well. You'll find is you'll be in the box, you'll be doing your reverse elasticos and all this, and then you'll get intercepted. And because of CANTONA's aggression and strength, he wins the ball back so often, and that's a really nice asset. You know, you'll see it in the clips. He wins quite a lot of penalties as well from doing stuff like that. And yeah, he's just a stupid card, really. I don't really know what else to say about him, but if you do have a spare 3.5 million coins, he is a must buy, and he will stay in your team for a long, long time. I promise you. If you put an engine on him, he's got one light green stat that isn't in the defensive category, and I believe that light green stat is free kick accuracy. Every other stat is dark green, which is insane. You know, absolute joy to play with. Going to be in my team for the rest of the year. Going to be playing in qualifiers with him, and yeah, I just really do love him. I think he's easily the best player I've used on this game, and that's coming from somebody that's had an extended period of using middle R9. So, and everybody says middle R9 is like the best attacker on the game. I really do think CANTONA's better. People need to stop sleeping on this card, alright? But guys, if you did enjoy today's review, I'd really appreciate if you could leave a like on it. We're growing by the day. It's incredible growth. So I really want to thank you guys for that as well. And if you're not subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you could. It'd be nice to get to 2,000 subs by the end of FIFA 21. So yeah, guys, if you want to, make sure you do sub. But that's it from me for now. So take care and peace.